Hi, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter January 2018 Tarot reading. Now we're back into eclipse season with a total lunar eclipse January 31st. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing it from the United States as we did in August, but down under is going to get a good view of it. Now this eclipse is going to be closely aligned with Ceres, the asteroid of motherhood and women. Spotlights are going to be put on relationships for lovers, family, friends. And if we look back at what's going on in the first of the month, on January 2nd, there's going to be a full moon in Cancer. And this is about home and hearth. So this whole month is really about things that are happening close to home. There's one other notable thing going on, and I mentioned that in the introduction, of a sextile between Jupiter and Pluto. This is going to be the first of three that are going to be happening throughout the year. And this is going to be about big broad stroke changes of the world and in our culture and our politics as the cosmic collective is changing. And our role as cosmic citizens as well. A renaissance is coming, a spiritual reformation that is going to be quite welcomed. Well, Cancer, you've got a really good start with an overall energy card of the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card about happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, and even success. I consider this card the retirement card. But if you're not old enough to be retired, it's just saying that you do have some luxuries in life, and you're feeling comfortable. You're getting along with people, kind of, and I'll explain that later. But here with it being 10, it's saying that it's coming to an ending and going to be picking up at a new beginning. I think I'm on my fourth reading now, and that's been the whole theme about endings and new beginnings. And here we have this eclipse coming, the lunar total eclipse. Emotions are boiling underneath everything. And here you've got the Ten of Pentacles that's saying that you've got some good well-being, some good health. This card does require you to live a simple life or appreciate simple things in life. Just the small stuff that does make you happy. And having the joy of love. But the cards over on the left, for what you know, you receive the Five of Wands and the Hanged Man. Now the Five of Wands is a conflict card. And it's saying here that not everybody is getting along or agrees. And this could be within the family, or in your business, or maybe a mixture of a little bit of both. That you're not taking time for family because you're too busy with work, or vice versa. This can also indicate that there's some type of obstacles that are in your way, falling into your path, that you have to overcome or resolve. But it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some effort in thinking things over, because you received the Hanged Man with the Five of Wands. The Hanged Man is saying mellow out a little bit, step back, take a look at what's going on. What is the conflict? What is the problem? And I think in a funny way, some of the people involved in this think that the problem is fairly nebulous. You can't put your hands around it. It's intangible. So this Five of Wands is giving you a pause. You're thinking, now, what should I do next? But the Hangman is saying to start look at things from different perspectives. And see how the other person, walk in their moccasins and see how they're looking at it. Sometimes there isn't a right or wrong way. It's just the best way for the circumstances involved. Now the Hangman too is always the kind of guy that says just kind of go with the flow and let it take its natural course. You know, exhibiting too much resistance causes just more resistance. This is the Tao idea of woo-wee, of non-doing. You know, if it's too much effort to do something, sometimes it just wasn't meant to be. And now the cards next door for what is or can be yours. You see the Justice and the Knight of Cups. So there's been some kind of escalation about wanting to find some resolution with whatever conflicts that's been going on. Justice is holding the sword of truth, and there has to be some truths that come out in order to have these resolutions. Justice is indicating that balance will come back. If there was things out of balance, it is going back into balance now. But there is some negotiations, some agreements going on. This is the time to put things on the table and talk about it. Hopefully this hasn't escalated into some court proceedings, but justice can indicate that too. And it can indicate accountability for what's going on in the Five of Wands back there. But now you have the Knight of Cups along with the Justice card. And the Knight of Cups is a peacemaker. Yeah, he's not a fighter. He's a lover. And he's offering the cup of peace. Making some kind of peace. This is going to have to do with some compromises to bring balance back into the system. He is about love too, and extending it, and affection. But there is kind of a clumsiness to his love. You know, he's got some other things going on. He wants to become king eventually, so love isn't on his first order of business, but that's okay. You know, he's just trotting along, seeing what's coming. Now, usually a knight is coming back from some type of campaign, so he's returning home. So perhaps this conflict didn't even happen or be involved with your home life. This can be about departures, arrivals, invitations. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to point out how many major arcana cards you've received in this reading. Now, we've already hit on the Hanged Man and the Justice card. And then next door to that is the Chariot. And then the 3 cards for the future are all major arcana cards, which is Death, the High Priestess, and Justice again. Justice went a full revolution from the present to now your future, because now it seems like things are going to drag out a little longer before there is some resolutions or some complete endings and agreements. Now let's go back to yourself and self-awareness. You receive the King of Pentacles and the Chariot. Now the King of Pentacles is saying there's going to be some financial success. And the Ten of Pentacles above it's agreeing with it. Yeah, I think the King of Pentacles is like a CEO. He manages his life like a company, but in a funny way, he just has the knack to make money. Money isn't his first option. He likes to make money. Money is just a vehicle for comfort. And that equals the Ten of Pentacles card too. And now the Chariot too is a success and victory card. And this is a good thing to get at this time, because it's saying, yeah, there's going to be some amelioration of the conflicts back with the Five of Wands. The Chariot card is about balancing opposing forces. This is really about yin and yang and opposing forces and all things stemming from it, but bringing harmony. If we didn't have right and left and good and bad, how would we know about being happy if we don't know about being sad? How would we know about good if we didn't have evil? And then again, you know, the Five of Wands can be a really healthy card because it brings a lot of things out on the table for people to think about. The Chariot card is about movement. And you're going to be moving away from this conflict. Balancing things out with the Justice card. And making peace with the Knight of Cups card. And maybe making some money too with the King of Pentacles card. He's a strong character in this. He's going to be a foundation, kind of a base feeling to him. Maybe somebody, a man, or somebody with a real strong character is going to come in and say, hey, stop the fighting. Let's figure this out. Now the future cards, you receive Death, as I said, the High Priestess, and Justice again. So whatever happened here in the present affected now what's going on in the future and put you into a transformation. It's saying now it's time to shed some things that are no longer serving you anymore. Maybe what you were fighting about doesn't have any meaning anymore. It's time to look at some new challenges. Whatever it is, the Death card is always beckoning for some kind of closure. And the High Priestess card is about the connection between the celestial and you, bringing messages down. This could be through dreams and intuition. Maybe there's some gut feelings about what's been going on, and some things really feel right and other things really feel wrong. But the signs are all there. You just have to interpret them. And the Justice card showing up again is saying, yeah, things are going to go back into balance now. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.